Why women struggle to believe in love again. 7 main reasons. Love, in its ideal form, is meant to heal, uplift, and provide a sense of deep connection. Yet, for many women, the path back to believing in love again is fraught with emotional landmines and internal battles. Whether it's the scars of a broken relationship, societal pressure, or personal insecurities, regaining trust in romantic connection can be a profound struggle. Here are 7 key reasons why women often find it difficult to believe in love again. 1. Emotional trauma from past relationships. One of the most significant reasons women struggle to believe in love again is the emotional trauma from past relationships. A painful breakup, betrayal, emotional abuse, or even years spent in an unfulfilling or toxic relationship can leave deep psychological scars. These experiences create a conditioned response in the brain. Love becomes associated not with happiness or intimacy, but with hurt, disappointment, and fear. When trust is broken repeatedly, the emotional cost of vulnerability feels too high, leading women to protect themselves by staying emotionally distant or skeptical. 2. Fear of repeating past mistakes. Alongside trauma is the fear of making the same mistakes again. Many women reflect on previous relationships and scrutinize their own choices, wondering if they ignored red flags or stayed too long. This self-blame can erode confidence in their judgment and make them question whether they're capable of finding a healthy partner. The fear of falling for someone who might eventually hurt them again becomes paralyzing. Even when a potentially good partner comes along, the worry that history might repeat itself can overpower hope. 3. Cultural and societal messages. From a young age, women are often bombarded with romantic ideals through fairy tales, media, and societal expectations. When real-life love doesn't measure up to these idealized portrayals, the disillusionment can be crushing. Moreover, society often tells women that their value is tied to their relationship status, pressuring them to pursue love even when it's not fulfilling. This contradiction creates a confusing emotional landscape. Women feel both pressured to find love and deeply skeptical of it. The constant messaging that love is supposed to be easy, magical, or the ultimate goal can make real, complex relationships feel like failures by comparison. 4. Lack of genuine connection in modern dating. The rise of dating apps and digital interactions has fundamentally changed how people meet and connect. While these platforms offer convenience and access, they can also lead to superficial encounters, ghosting, and emotionally detached communication. Many women express frustration with the impersonal nature of modern dating, where meaningful connection feels rare and vulnerability is often met with indifference or exploitation. Repeated negative experiences where potential partners are emotionally unavailable or dishonest can solidify the belief that genuine love is no longer possible. 5. Loss of self-worth. A damaging relationship or pattern of romantic disappointments can take a serious toll on a woman's sense of self-worth. When love is associated with being undervalued, dismissed, or manipulated, it becomes difficult to believe that someone else could ever see and cherish her true self. The belief that she is too much, not enough, or fundamentally unlovable often takes root after emotional wounds. This internalized belief can lead to self-sabotage, where women push away potential partners before things can even begin to deepen. Until self-worth is restored, believing in love remains a distant dream. 6. Independence and self-reliance. In a modern world that increasingly encourages women to be strong, independent, and self-sufficient, many women find power in reclaiming their autonomy after a breakup. While this is an incredibly healthy and empowering process, it can also come with emotional complexity. Some women begin to associate love with dependency or weakness, especially if past relationships stifled their personal growth or freedom. The fear of losing oneself again in a romantic entanglement can make love feel more like a threat than a sanctuary. As a result, women may avoid vulnerability to preserve the independence they've fought so hard to regain. 7. The challenge of vulnerability is the most understated but profound reason why women struggle to believe in love again is the fear of vulnerability. Real love requires opening up, taking risks, and allowing oneself to be seen, not just the good parts, but the fears, wounds, and insecurities too. After being hurt, this kind of exposure feels dangerous. Many women have learned, consciously or not, to put up emotional walls for protection. While these barriers keep out pain, they also keep out potential love. The challenge is that vulnerability is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing decision. And for someone who has been burned before, that decision feels daunting every time. Conclusion: the journey to believing in love again is deeply personal and often non-linear. For many women, it involves confronting past pain, rebuilding trust, and redefining what love truly means outside of societal narratives and past disappointments. Healing takes time, and the barriers to love, emotional trauma, fear, societal pressure, and internal doubt are real and valid. But just as belief in love can be lost, it can also be rebuilt. Through self-reflection, support, and courage, many women do find their way back, not necessarily to a fairy tale romance, but to a deeper, more grounded understanding of love that includes themselves at the center. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.